We went to Australia. It was a great time for beasties. They were all over us. Ants, mosquitoes, spiders, stick insects, lizards, horseflies. Even the birds in Australia fly out of the sky at you. You walk under a tree when a magpie is nesting and it dive bombs you. Meow. You have to duck out of the way, otherwise you end up with a magpie stuck in your head. We went to stay in the bush. You know that doesn't mean we're staying in a bush, like, it's prickly in here. No, the bush means the countryside. We were staying in a little old house. Next door to the house was the outside toilet. And next door to that was another little old house where the children were going to sleep. First night we were there, I said, off you go to the toilet, then off to your little house and I'll come and tuck you in a moment. I sat down to read something when I heard this screaming noise from outside. Yeah! Ah! Oh! I rushed out to see what was going on, and my kids were standing outside the toilet screaming, "There's a spider in the toilet, Dad!" And I said, I don't believe it. We've travelled all these thousands of miles, and first night we get here, all you can say is, "There's a spider in the toilet, Dad." "No, Dad, it's horrible. It's going to eat us while we're doing it." Okay, I said, I'll go in there and I'll have a look. I looked up, down, round, behind. Nope, no spider in there. It is! It's up there on the wall. It's going to drop on us while we're sitting there. I said, I tell you, there is no spider in there. No spider at... I was looking all round, and there it was, up on the wall. A great grey furry thing, all quivery, its beady little eyes staring at me like it was growling. I started backing off. Look kids, don't worry about it. Just go in there, do what you got to do and get out again. And they were pushing me back into the toilet. "No, Dad, get rid of it. It's going to eat us." So I said, okay. Of course, I'm not scared. Sure, I'll get rid of it. But as I got up to it, I thought, how do you get rid of it? Go up to it and say, "Hi, we're just in from England. I'm Mike. These are my kids. Can we use your toilet?" But it was looking at me. So I looked around for something to get it with, and I found it. The toilet brush. Perfect. I know what I'll do. There's a gap between the top of the wall and the roof. I'll flick it through the gap. So I started out towards it, stretching out with the toilet brush. Nothing hurry, nice and easy. Don't want it to jump off the wall with me. Of course, I'm not scared, am I? I'm doing it, aren't I? Then I reached it with the end of the toilet brush and flick. That got rid of it. Over the top of the wall. Brilliant. I'd got rid of the spider. Then I looked down at the brush. There it was, crawling up the handle of the brush towards my hand. "Yeah, get off!" I shook the brush like mad. That got rid of it. Phew, I don't want to be bothered like that again. Then my son Joe says, "Dad, look at your foot. What's the matter with it?" I look down. It's sitting there on my bare foot. "Yeah, get off!" Shake, shake, shake. That's got rid of it. Of course, I wasn't scared of it. The next night we were sitting round having tea and my Eddie, now 7, walks in from outside in his bare feet. Dad, quick! Over here, there's a scorpion over here." Now, you know what scorpions are, don't you? Little land lobsters with a tail that's a sting that curls right over from their back and wobbles about in front of them. Zing, zing, zing. And they have 2 big nippers that go slicey, slicey, slicey. I said, "Don't be silly, Eddie. They don't have scorpions in Australia. Do you think we'd let you walk about in bare feet if we knew there were scorpions here? You could tread on one of those things and next thing you know, it stings you and your foot is swelling up like a football. Or even worse, you could sit on it and you'd know about it, believe me. Dad, it's a scorpion. Come over here and have a look." I said, "I don't know what it is, but it's not a scorpion, okay? They're unbelievably dangerous. 1 foot on those and woof." "Dad, listen to what I'm saying. It's a scorpion." I said, "Okay, I'll come over and have a look, but it won't be a scorpion, okay?" I went over to have a look. "Stand back, everybody. That is really dangerous. That is a scorpion." "Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you, Dad. Nobody go anywhere near it." And I looked around for the biggest thing I could find. It turned out to be Richard Scarry's greatest book ever. I lifted above my head and went blam right on it, and little bits of scorpion went flying off in all directions. That wasn't very green of me, was it? Probably wrecked the food chain in the area for hundreds of years. Anyway, I swept the bits of scorpion out and I said to Eddie, lucky you didn't tread on that, 1 foot on it and woof. And he's nodding at me, not saying anything. Next day, he comes up to me and he says, you know that scorpion yesterday? Yep, I did tread on it. You trod on the scorpion? Yesterday? Why didn't you tell me? And he shrugged his shoulders and said all indignant, dunno. What do you mean you don't know? Dunno. I don't know. And I never found out why he didn't tell me he trod on a scorpion. Why couldn't he have said, Dad, I've trodden on a scorpion? One day, Joe went to the shower. He came running out of the shower. He was pointing back at the shower without saying anything. I went over and had a look. In the corner of the shower on the ground was this great thing, a fat grey snake thing with legs. When it saw me, it opened its mouth, and it was a huge mouth like a crocodile, except inside the mouth it was bright red, and in the middle of the mouth was a little blue tongue wagging to and fro like it was saying, don't you come in here or I'll bite your leg off. I said to it, it's okay, we won't come in here. Relax, the shower's all yours. When I turned round to leave, I brushed up against the shower curtain and this 1 foot long stick insect flew into my face. It felt like a flying hand coming for me. Don't worry about them, my Australian friend said when we got back to the city. They're nothing to worry about. But what about the horseflies, I said, like old Second World War bombers looming up towards you. Zzz, hairy bodies, bright green eyes, and a little sharp triangle they dig into your skin. Don't worry about them, they said. Lucky you didn't see a redback. A redback, I said. What's a redback? Ah, it's just a little spider with a red back. And what does it do to you? Bites you and kills you? You don't see many of them around, do you? I said. Ah, yeah, they're everywhere. They love outside toilets and little old houses in the bush. You just brush your hands across one of them and you'd know about it. A few people die from them in Australia every year. Oh, really? I said. What about those giant grey furry spiders? They're pretty dangerous too, aren't they? No, totally harmless, mate. You can kiss them goodnight every night. It's the little redback you want to watch out for. I felt all weak. Our little old house and our outside toilet out there in the bush were probably teeming with redbacks. They were probably in the bed and nobody told us. We could have been bitten all over to death by hundreds of raving redbacks, all 7 of us, wiped out, just like that. And we never knew.